Ladies and gentlemen, we have brand new MLB jersey news to discuss. A rebrand of sorts for the Cleveland Guardians. As always, this stuff gets me very excited. I love jersey news. I love baseball jerseys. I collect them, so they're kind of like my thing. So we're going to talk about the Cleveland Guardians so-called new uniforms. They did get a couple new unis, so we'll discuss them, as well as a couple of tweaks to their current uniforms. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section as we go. So we're going to begin with the home uniforms for the Cleveland Guardians, and side by side I'm going to have the old and the new. And so as you can see here, the white Cleveland home uniforms didn't change much. Right off the bat, you might be thinking, what is different in this uniform? Guardians word mark is slightly tweaked. On the front of the jersey, it is no longer as slanted. It's kind of like straight across. And honestly, I like the change. I honestly do dig this change. I think it is a little bit better. And so, yeah, I do like this change better. I mean, it's a very small tweak, but right off the bat, I kind of like it. It looks a little bit more cleaner, if you will. So kind of a two-in-one video. Of course, the MLB jerseys are changing as we speak. Nike with their whole debacle. We as baseball fans, we're going to stand for Nike's, charade. And so they're having to go back to the old uniform materials. And we are seeing here with the Cleveland Guardians, new unis, that they are in fact going back. We see the bigger and bolder letters, you'll see as we go. Also, no slants. As far as I can see now, we've gotten very limited pictures and stuff, so 2025 uniforms. But it looks like no more slants. You know that horrible arch on the back of the names with small letters? That has gone by the wayside. We're gonna get big bold letters again, and just normal, like, no slant arches. Like, that's a horrible Nike thing that they do with the NBA. This is not the NBA. Leave that for the NBA. This is baseball. We don't have arches on the names of our jerseys. So happy to see that. And also, we can see with the patches. Yes, the patches. I know it killed Nike to do this. I mean, my God. I could just imagine what they were saying in their offices when they had to revert back to embroidered patches. Yes, this is the big leagues. Wow, we got to have pro stuff. No ticky-tacky sticker, dry sticker on, fit, whatever the case is. No, this is the big leagues. We get our stuff embroidered, beautifully patched together. And so I'm so glad. It is just remarkable. I'm even saying this, but this is the Nike way, and so this is what Nike does. But we can see here that the Guardians have embroidered patches, so that is a big plus. That was something I actually questioned the memo that Nike put out with MLB, that they're going to go back. I don't know if they talked about embroidered patches, but we are getting embroidered patches back, so that is a plus. What I rate these new Guardian uniforms? Guardian uniforms for me, they're going to come out like a 6.5. I'm gonna give them a 6.5. Going along to the new gray uniform, same script across the front of the jersey. There's no change there at all, but the small change that you may or may not notice is with the piping. You're gonna have it on the sleeves and as well as the neck. They had a little red and blue piping, and I like it. It makes the jersey pop. It makes the jersey stand out. It makes the jersey a little bit more unique and traditional to the Indians, the Guardians. I think when you see those colors on the field, you're going to say, okay, we're playing the Guardians, the red and the navy. So adding more red and navy, I think, is a good thing, because the Guardians have had really kind of boring gray uniforms, kind of stale, with just like the plain block navy and just a spice of red. Get some more red in there, get some more color, and so I do like this change a lot. I'll give these uniforms, honestly, a bit of tick up. I'm going to give them a 6.9 on the road uniforms. I do like the piping. We move on to the alternates. So we're going to begin with the red alternate here. And this jersey has been getting downgraded as the years go by. This jersey, the Guardians alternates are always pretty good. I do like them. The red, the navy, they've always been great uniforms in their history. And this jersey, I mean, you ditched the script font for the blocky font, and I've noticed this and I've talked about this with Nike. They love their single block letter fonts, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's cheaper to make for sure. And so they spice it up and say, oh, we have it, we're changing it with the Cleveland, symmetry, whatever the case is. They have the Cleveland lettering and whatnot. Like, no, I prefer the old Guardian uniforms. So This one is a downgrade. This one is a downgrade. Is this still a good jersey? Yes, it is. It's a red and navy uniform. It's going to be hard to mess up a red and navy uniform. But I just don't think the script is an upgrade. It's really boring. Is there some characteristic to it? Yes, but it's just a downgrade in my opinion. I'll give this jersey a downgrade. I don't like the single block lettering. I've talked about it before with other teams. This one is going to get maybe, I'm going to give it a 6-7. Maybe a little bit harsh there, maybe like a 7-1 or something like that. But in that range, I'm just not feeling this block lettering red uniform. And speaking of block lettering, wow. I mean, once again, they ditched the Cleveland across the navy. They had the Indians, way back then on this uniform. It looked fantastic. Now we have a block C. And listen, it's different. Like, it's fun. Many teams have this kind of style of uniform. The Guardians are now one of them. I think it'll work. Like, we're going to see it in the season on the field. It'll be fine. We're not going to really bat an eye, but it is a little bit boring. It's a little bit plain, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of a fun one to collect. Like little one-off uniform, kind of just a random block C on the Navy uniform. I do like it. It's okay. Is it a downgrade? It is a downgrade, but it's not bad. I think the red, block letterings is a worse downgrade than this one, believe it or not, because this one is kind of a little fun. It's kind of a little bit fun. So I'm gonna give this jersey, I'll give it a 6-8. So I'm not really giving the Guardians, a fantastic grade, averaging around 7. I did this video last year with the D-backs and their rebrand, averaged around 7 as well. So again, I'm not in love with them, but I don't hate them. Some good, some bad. Always let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section, and I will talk to you guys again in the next video.